Welcome to Cooking with Fiona. Today we're going to be making easy beef lettuce wraps. By the way, this is season 2, episode 8. So it's a really easy recipe, by the way. It's a pound of ground beef, which I'm going to saute in the pan, a cup of chopped bell peppers, a half a cup of shredded carrots, 2 garlic cloves, and a jar of salsa. So also I have the lettuce wraps here, and so we're going to start. So I'm going to turn this thing on and off we go. So I'm going to put a pound of beef in the pan, and it is going to cook till it's pink now, but we want it to be brown. So when it's almost brown, then I'm going to put in the 2 cloves of minced garlic. You can put more if you like. It keeps away the devils, I always say the garlic does. Anyway, so just let that cook away. So easy beef lettuce wraps is great. And you save on the calories with the lettuce rather than a floured wrap. That's what I like about it. And I also have a wonderful surprise guest this morning, who I will introduce as the beef is almost cooked, but she is an amazing woman that has been around and about the whole world and and has set the stage for dressing your house for success. So this might sizzle a little bit, so we don't want it to sizzle and make too much noise. So you brown the hamburger, the beef, and then you add the two cloves of garlic, which I have prepared, and then you saute and blend it in. Actually, you cook the meat for about 3 or 4 minutes. So once it's all cooked, then you add the shredded carrots and the chopped bell peppers, and honestly, you're pretty much done at that stage other than adding the salsa sauce. Almost done. Okay, so let's add the bell peppers, and when you add the bell peppers, you cook until they're tender for about 8 to 10 minutes. And then you add a half a cup of shredded carrots. So cook it for cook it for 10 minutes. Round up that figure, because we need it to be tender and delicious and blended in. And at this stage I can add a little bit of salt and pepper. Not a lot, I'm heavy on the salt, but I shouldn't be. And pepper. So cook that for about 10 minutes. So I'm going to turn it down. So while that's cooking, I have pleasure in introducing you to my guest this morning. Her name is Solange Gitchner. She is going to be talking about Dress Your House for Success. This lovely lady has staged windows at the Pottery Barn, Saks Fifth Avenue. She majored in interior design. Her passion is creating a beautiful and welcoming space that makes you feel like home. So welcome, Solange. Yay, nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining me, sweetheart.
Always nice hanging out with you and cooking with you.
Yes, and we've got this
pleasure.
easy beef lettuce wrap that while this is cooking, I'd like for you to talk about what you do. And you do a superb job.
Absolutely.
Have done.
Thank you. Absolutely. So whether it's staging your home or staging an event, I just love creating beautiful spaces for people that they connect with and have an emotion. And I think it's so important when you're staging your home for sale, especially in this market where everyone's looking, there's a lot of competition, that you need to make sure that as soon as that person steps out of their car, they can visualize themselves living in this home. And so, I mean, I'll take it from the top from when they walk in. Of course, you want your garden to be clean. Call that gardener. There's been a lot of rain. Let's trim that grass,
Trim
right?
that grass,
And
trim
we
that
have so many like beautiful flora, fauna. You know, grab a pot and throw some plants in there, or head on down, you know, and borrow a neighbor's plant, whatever you need to do. I'm not trying to say spend a lot of money on that, but that entrance. And then when they walk in, the smell. Clean, clean, clean. And I think this is the opportunity, if you're going to be showing your house multiple times over the weekend, bring in a professional cleaner. Because they're really going to notice that. We get a lot of mold, you know, and especially if you have pets, that smell. So as much as I love dogs and cats, they can't be there. You know, let's just have them stay with a neighbor or a friend, because there are a lot of people that don't potentially like animals or that smell, and you're trying to sell. Decluttering your space, so clean off a lot of the items on your kitchen counter. I think it's okay to have maybe 1 or 2 family portraits, but we really need to depersonalize. And really cleaning, I think neutral palettes. So maybe buy a couple of extra throw pillows for that couch. In the bedroom, making sure that people connect and that they can visualize themselves relaxing in that space. So maybe that home office, thanks COVID, that needs to be broken down. A bedroom is a bedroom. If you're selling as a 4-bedroom, they want to see a 4-bedroom, not a 3-bedroom and an office. Bathrooms. Pull out that bleach and that Tilex, clean off that grout, buy those fresh white towels, you know, maybe burn a candle, have a robe and some slippers. We're trying to stage a space that feels natural,
like
a home, absolutely. And then garden. You know, we have so many beautiful gardens in Bermuda. And if you can, you know, make sure that you maybe have an umbrella or a table outside. I'm not saying to buy a bunch of things, but make sure those items are clean and that they're open and that they're staged and the grass is cut and things like that. And always, as Fiona and I love flowers, cut some flowers or greenery, have them throughout the house just to bring that outside element in. So those are some kind of like quick, one more thing, paint. I love a magic eraser. Scrub off those walls, but a fresh lick of paint would be fantastic. If you are selling your home and you have like kind of yellow walls, or maybe something that's a little bit more old school and you can afford, or if you're handy with a paintbrush, slap some white on. I love designer white.
Good.
Benjamin Moore, that is my favorite color. And then light bulbs are also having lamps. I always tell my clients, you know, that 2,500 to 3,000 Kelvin light bulb, we don't want to feel like we're like in a hospital. So setting the tone, because you might have some people viewing during the day, but also at night. And so that transition, and you might have someone that's like, I want to see the home at night, so I can get that feel. You might have people doing multiple viewings. So
I try to, that's the objective.
Exactly. So those are just a few little things that I would recommend. And I think another thing that's also really important, Fiona, is I think we think of viewings live, but a lot of people are spending, you know, 20 seconds clicking through, what do I connect with? And if your photos aren't professional, and nowadays you can do it on your iPhone, or you know a friend or someone young that knows how to edit, make sure those pictures look awesome. So it's not just staging live, it's staging for what people see online, because that's gonna, Fiona's gonna get that call. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So those are some things. And storage. You've got storage, sell that. That's a selling point, especially here in Bermuda. And make sure those storage closets look kind of tidy.
Yep,
Tidy it
that's
up.
right.
So
that's absolutely
the barn
right.
needs some stuff. Get rid of your stuff.
Good for you.
Anyways, yeah.
That's wonderful. Thank
No
you.
problem.
While we're going here, we're going to go back to this cooking. I'm going to put this salsa.
Yeah, it's perfect for summer, right?
Yeah,
Lettuce
this is
wrap.
perfect.
Easy to make.
Easy, Steve.
Smells really good.
Yes, it does, doesn't it?
Hungry,
Lovely.
absolutely.
It is
This is
a
great.
very yummy thing. So we just let that steep a little bit. So the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to get the lettuce, and I'm going to get the wraps, I should say.
Just bring this up for you. I also love that it's one pot. And I feel like when you
Absolutely.
just don't want to clean and there's just loads going on, especially if you've got lots of kids running around, a one pot is awesome.
Easy. You know, come home from work.
Love it. Love, love, love.
Okay.
I'm definitely going to try this. And it's gluten-free.
It's
I
gluten-free.
have a celiac in my house, so having gluten-free options is great.
Oh, you do? Yes, your Matt is. That's right.
That's a celiac.
So, I loved your chat, by the way. I thought it was excellent. And I hope that people are watching this. If you want to get in touch with Solange, her number is 704-4401. I will be putting her website on.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
people can always hit me up on Instagram at DusVet, which I think a couple people know we do a lot of events, so a lot of staging.
a
So
lot of staging,
Yeah.
a lot of event planning. But I just thought Solange was the perfect person to talk about staging and dress your house for
I love
success. And you do a beautiful job.
thank you so much.
So what we're going to do, sweetheart, and you can do that.
Sure.
We'll just stick these in the middle and put as much as you want.
Let's get that. It looks.
Here
You
we
want me
go.
to do the next one?
Yep, you do it all.
Okay.
So Solange is a good cook.
Well, you know, I have to be
I don't know when
honest.
you have time. to
I
cook.
like eating food. I've been really spoiled. My dad is a master chef.
Oh, wow.
One of 106 in the world.
And your brother.
My brother's an incredible chef, my husband. So I've just been really lucky with having people that just cook for me all the time. I mean, I love to cook, I love the kitchen, but I love to eat. So invite me anytime. I'll come over and eat anytime you do your cooking show.
Here we go. Sorry, they're a little limp, but that's
No
okay.
worries. This is perfect. Just gonna put them right in here.
Yeah.
I also love that these are great little like appetizer starters as well
You can do it that way.
for
Here we go,
people.
sweetie.
And I would assume super cost effective, right?
Oh, wow, this is
Um,
really cost effective. And
yum,
carrots,
Bermuda
when you're
carrot.
cooking carrots, I don't know what they do to the flavor, they just make it delicious.
Well, especially Bermuda carrots, right? We're
Yeah,
so lucky.
we are
to
lucky
have
with our Bermuda
fabulous-
carrots. Voila. Call me on 534-9932, or you can text me on that number. So look forward to hearing from you, and thank you so much for joining me today at Cooking with Fiona, Season 2, Episode 8. Wow. Bye for now. Bye. And thank you so much.
No worries. Now I'm gonna try one of those wraps.
You're going to have
Please
one of
call
those.
Fiona Hatfield on 534-9932 or email at fhatfield@brcl.bn.